Let's talk about shark bites. In that video, I have about 100 bazillion people complaining about the shark bites that I put in the wall. Some people in there said, oh, you just need to learn how to solder. I assure you, I know how to solder. This is a silver garnet and pearl ring that I made for my wife, and all of those settings are made out of silver wire that I soldered together myself. But most of those comments just say shark bites are gonna fail in a year or less, you should never put them in a wall, have fun ripping that out in a year. So I'm gonna talk to you about why I trust shark bites. For one, I've been using them for over a decade and I've never had a problem. Does that mean that they can't fail? Of course not. They can absolutely fail, just like any other pipe. Any pipe that freezes is going to fail. It doesn't matter if it's copper, PEX, CPVC, it's gonna fail. So the only way that those arguments are valid are if shark bites fail at a greater rate than other kinds of pipe or other fittings. And there's just no evidence for that. There is no data to support that. I did a quick search on this app to see videos of pipes leaking. I just searched pipe leaking to see, is it gonna be a shark bite that fails or something else? This is what I found. PEX, copper, copper, PEX, copper, 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 PEX, 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 copper. And finally, we have a shark bite. I finally found one and it says, here's why you should never install shark bites behind walls. But you see that collar on it and how it's gray instead of tan like it usually is? That means it's supposed to connect to a polybutylene pipe. It's not. That's installed wrong. So when shark bites do fail, why do they fail? So the way they work, they have metal teeth inside that hold the pipe in, and then there's a rubber washer inside of that that creates a watertight seal. If that rubber gasket fails, it leaks. So you're putting a lot of faith in a tiny piece of rubber. But that's no different than plumber's tape, and we rely on that all the time. One reason it can fail is if you don't have a clean cut. If the pipe is rough like this, it can damage that rubber ring, and that can cause it to leak over time. The other reason is if you don't push it in all the way. If you don't know what you're doing and you push it in that much, you're like, oh, I can't pull it out, so it must be good. No, you have to push it in all the way. What I think actually happened is when Sharkbite came out almost 20 years ago, plumbers at the time were very skeptical. And when they were training the next generation of plumbers, they told them, don't trust Sharkbite, don't put it in a wall. It's new, we don't know what it's gonna do. Only put it outside of the wall if you're gonna use it at all. And now what people will say is, well, I've been using Sharkbite for over a decade and I've never had one fail, but I wouldn't put it in a wall because I don't quite trust it. And when one does fail, they blame the Sharkbite and not freezing pipes.